I am so excited to tell you about the latest book that I've read by Dan Brown. It is called The Unwanted Stories of Syrian Refugees. Wow, where do I begin? This graphic novel tells the story of Syrian refugees who have had to leave their homes in the middle of the night with their families. They've had to escape while guards are shooting at them. They've had to, get on little boats and travel, most of them drowning. And they make these efforts with this hope that they'll be accepted in another country, and in a country that will give them asylum, right? But in most cases, that's not what happens. What happens is that they end up in camps, or they, just like this, they're waiting to be let inside. And it was very difficult to read, in the sense that it makes you very emotional, because it truly makes you feel what they were feeling. And so even as I was reading it, I had to take moments and close the book, because I was in tears. Because it shows you from a boy's perspective, from a girl's perspective, from a mother pregnant carrying her child. It tells you the story of children who've had to leave without their parents, or whose mothers have left before them, and then it's up to them. We're talking siblings taking care of each other, crossing a border, being smuggled to then find their mother. And through it all, you see the effects of this war, but at the same time, you also see humanity. And it shows the story of several survivors, that actually do make it to build that life. But it also gives you a look at what it's like to be in a refugee camp, right? And being at that standstill in those poor conditions. So I'm not going to say anything else, because this book is worth every tear. It's amazing, and you're going to learn so much, especially since it's for young adults. It really explains the reason for the war. It explains why other countries react the way they do, and it just makes it very easy to understand, while at the same time it moves you to want to do something about it, right? So I recommend this book, and I encourage you to read it soon.